Hello. Welcome back to your 7th HTML and CSS crash course for beginners. And in this video today, I'm gonna be teaching you guys about the web dev tool. Now, what's a web dev tool? A web dev tool is a tool in which developers use to test and debug their source code. And this tool is being provided by different web browsers. And you could also use this tool to make temporary or permanent changes to web code. And so, friends, today, welcome back to Coding Chairs. My name is Nelson, and I really appreciate you guys riding along with me. Welcome back, friends, and as you could remember, this was what we stopped in our previous video in making a coding chest food recipe site, and this is what it still looks like. No changes, still the same, see, and still the same. So, but friends, in this chapter we're gonna be dealing with web dev tools, developer web tools. So I'm gonna go ahead right now, right click, then I'm gonna click on inspect, and as you can see, it pops up for me by my right. So already you could see as I'm hovering through this, as I'm moving, is highlighting the elements by the left, so to tell you that we're already getting started. So if you want to go ahead opening this using a shortcut, so let's cancel this. For Windows, you're gonna click on Control Shift I, and you see this opens up. So still the same thing over, you see it's highlighting the elements by the left. So I do know right now that many of you are going to be asking yourselves, why do I need this? What's the essence of this? What's the importance of this? So right now I'm going to tell you guys the importance of using the developer web tool, whether you're using any browser of your choice, Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or whatsoever. Like I myself, I'm using the developer edition of the Mozilla Firefox. So the developer web tool helps you in debugging. It helps you in debugging. It helps you in making changes to your code, both temporarily or permanently, and it also helps you to play around with your code. Just get some things down, and it also helps you to understand what's going on in your code, because if you come here, it makes it so easy for you. You see a lot of things outlined for you already, even some things that when you come here normally, like, you're not gonna see or you're not gonna understand. But if you come here, if you get here, it makes things look so easy for you. Okay, take for instance, for example, now I'm looking for the where I wrote this code for this lorem ipsum item, and I want to make some changes, something like that. So instead of coming, like, wasting my time, looking for it, I'll just maybe click here. If I click on this, just navigate down, click here. So you see already it's highlighted blue. So this is the element in which I'm looking for, which is this lorem ipsum. So if I click it now, drop down, you see lorem ipsum, you see it's highlighted here, and it's also highlighted here. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So it makes things easy for you, it makes work so easy for you. And yeah, as you can see, I'm currently on inspector, and for some web browsers, you're not going to be seeing this as inspector. Rather, what you're going to be seeing this is elements. Such web browsers, for example, Chrome and some other good web browsers for some reasons, you understand. So it doesn't matter either you see inspector or you see elements. So take for instance now, so we've already started, friends. So take for instance right now, let me say, okay, we're making use of this article over here. You see this article, so I need to target this article so that I could style it or something like that. Let me say you don't know how to target the element so as to style or something like that. So you could just come over here, right click. If you right click, scroll down to copy, so CSS selector. So if you don't know how to select the element, if you don't know what to do, like what to say, you understand, so just come right click here, right click over here, right click on that particular element. So this is the element in which I want to select, you understand, so as to style it or do one or two things, so I'm gonna scroll down here, copy, I'm gonna click on CSS selector. So I've already done this. Then just come to your console, for instance, then let me paste this so that you guys are gonna see it. So you see what this simply means is, inside the body, get me the main, then inside that the article, the first child containing the article, and this is it, the chart containing the article element, which is lorem ipsum and the rest of that. So like this now, friends, you could go ahead styling this. So you could just put your curly braces, hit enter, and then make any kind of style you want to make. Then when you're done, you just copy this, get back to your VS Code. You just copy this, get back to your VS Code, paste in your CSS, and just so simple, just so simple. So let's get back to where we were. So yeah, this one. Two, if you want to make changes to your HTML code, take for instance, I want to add a little text item here. So I'm gonna come navigating to this element. So I already know where it's located, which is this article. But in case if I don't know, as I told you guys earlier on, click here, then come here, click here. So you see it highlights this for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. So if I right click on this, I'm gonna click on edit as HTML. So inside here right now, I'm gonna edit this. So take for instance for the lorem ipsum, I'm gonna say feeling good. Yep, I'm just gonna say feeling good. So just come out outside of this, hit anywhere. So anywhere you hit is gonna say automatically for you. So you slide over to your left. So you see feeling good. Lorem ipsum does emet and the rest of that blah blah blah. Just some dumb things. And you see, I've already made a change to my HTML code. So initially it started from lorem ipsum, but this time around it's no longer starting from lorem ipsum. Rather, it's starting from feeling good, the text item in which I added. So as I told you guys earlier on, you could make permanent changes or you could make temporary changes. You understand? So for now, this is permanent, you understand, but you could still change it. So if I want to get rid of this also, I could still come back to that article once more, right click, edit as HTML. Okay, sorry about this. So first things first, you select the item. So you're gonna be sure of about that. Then the article, this is the article, right click this time around, then edit as HTML. So it must be highlighted blue for you, then edit as HTML. So I want to get rid of feeling good, so let's leave it in our initial lorem ipsum double check. So just come out box, hit anywhere as I told you guys, so automatically it saves. So you don't see feeling good no longer. So it's now lorem ipsum see domain Amit and the rest of that. Yeah. And another action in which you could perform is, say for instance, get you wanna get this lorem ipsum in your web browser, and let me say you don't know where it's located. Take for instance, let me say you visit someone's code and maybe you wanna learn something from his code or something like that, and you don't know where something is located in his project, So you just come here, look for the element. Let me say, oh, looking for is the article. So let me go get my article, and this it. So click on it, make sure selected below as usual, right click. If right click, then scroll down, look for scroll into view. So click on scroll into view. So you see it scrolls us to the view where it is, where we can view the element where it is. So this the element article. So you see it scrolls us to lorem ipsum sedolent element. So that's another thing in which you can do. And another thing in which you can do is to delete a node. So you could come to this article, click article. So right click. If you want to delete this, sit here, delete node, but I don't want to delete this. I'm just letting you guys know. So if you want to duplicate the node, you could also duplicate the node, or you want to create a new node, you could create a new node. So there's a whole lot to do when it comes to inspecting elements, So you could do whole lot of things, bunch of things. So just come over here, play with this, and make sure you get your hands on them. So the more features you could do, like paste, copy, and the rest of that. So yeah. So next up I'm gonna show you guys is this little icon up here by the left. So take for instance you visited someone's site. Let me say strange site which you've not seen before. Let me say if you start coding chess food recipe site and you wanna get to know how this was done, reverse engineer how this was done, or just want to pick up one or two things, something from the site. So take for instance, you want to know how this came about, McDonald's and the rest of that. So you just come over here, you right click, then click on inspect. So no need for that. So already, you know, web dev tool. So what you're gonna just do is click here. You click there, then locate the element in which you're looking for. You want to get to know how it was done. So come there is the McDonald's. So just click on it, and you see by your right, it simply takes you to the to where it's located in the web browser and that particular website. So it's located here. You see it, McDonald's. So likewise, if I click here again and take for instance, I scroll, I want to locate this fruit basket. So I'm just gonna come here. Even before clicking, but look by my right, you see image is highlighted but it's faint. So let's just click it. So you see it's fully blue now. So this is how this one is done. Again, another thing for you guys to know is that there are lots of functions up here. There are lots of menu for you to navigate to. So since we've been on inspector, so I guess we're done for that. So you could go ahead and learn more about this. You could browse more on Google. Yeah. Then let's come over to console this time around. So click on console. So here is kind of like a JavaScript environment. So you could come here, run JavaScript code and get output. So take for instance now one sum up two numbers, two digits. So two integer numbers, not floating point numbers. So I'm gonna come over here as we usually do console. I'm gonna say console.log 4 plus 4 and hit enter. You see 8. Let's print out a text item, so a string. So I'm gonna say console.log nice. I'm gonna say nice try, then hit enter. You see nice try. So this is how the console works. It's kind of like a JavaScript environment, not like kind of, it's a JavaScript environment, you understand? So where you could test out codes, run things quickly, easier, and get things done here and get back to your code and maybe make modifications or changes, your choice. So next up we have the debugger. So yeah, you could come over here, debug and the rest of that. So you see we're currently running this in a local server. Let me check the port number. 12 how long see 127.0.0.1, then 155.00. So currently running on a local server, port number which is still same as the local server. So over here you can see this is a local server. This is the address to the server, the local server in which we're running on, the port number. Yeah. So after the debugger, next up we have the network. So over here in the network is this has to do more of things concerning the back end, you understand? So I don't want to confuse you guys, that's why I went straight to inspector, the one for beginners. Then the more you're advancing, the more you're advancing to this other features provided here for you, right from debugger down to network, style editor, then click here and then down to applications, you understand? Like here now, this is a get request. So we're making a get request to index.html to get us whatever is contained inside it. So 200 means that the code was successful, like success. That's what 200 means. Meanwhile, for the 404, this simply means that a server could not find the client requested web page. So what this simply means is, take for instance, you come to a web page, click the link to the web page. Then normal, you clicking a link to a web page is meant to bring for you the content of the web page, just as the coding chess food recipe site is like this. It's meant to bring you contents of this, rather you see 404 page not found, you understand. So that just simply means that it could not find a client requested web page, you understand. It could not look for what you asked it to get for you from the server. That's what 404 simply means. So I don't want to confuse you guys more, so just know this. And yeah, I guess this is all. So friends, thank you guys, and do not forget to always like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.